Hello, Sue Elkington here from refurbexpert.com, and I'm speaking to you on a very, very cold December morning, but we'll get through it. Something very exciting that I want to talk to you about today. Before I start telling you about that, I want to give you a bit of background. I'm going to give you some short, sharp shots of information, and the first one is that house immediately behind me. See the one that's sort of black and white, that one? That house I refurbished just 2 years ago. Profit on that one? £176,000. Cost to me to refurbish that, £12,500. Time to do that refurbishment for a reason. Best part of a year, £176,000, 12 months, £12,000, not a bad return. This particular house was sourced for a couple of investors in London. The London investors asked me to have a look at this house and negotiate on it for them, and I managed to get a reduction of £6,000 on this one. Upshot of it was, 4 months later we'd refurbished this at a cost of just £12,000. We'd increased its value by over £35,000, and it's currently cash flowing the people in London. I think it's around about £325 a month, so win-win all round. This particular one, number 114, relatively small amount of money and relatively small amount of time, actually trebled the value of this house. Out of sheer sentimentality while I was in the area, I couldn't resist it. Some people say to me, isn't property and refurbishment and property investment a little bit risky? I'm going to tell you, I gave 36 years of my life to the civil service and 36 years of my life to one particular office. And I'm going to show you now what's left of the office, and you tell me what you think is most risky. Some of you will recognise this house, I wouldn't wonder, because many of you have been through this house whilst you've been training on refurbishments. This one is now completed. I'll tell you in a second just how much this one's made. This has been a major refurbishment that's included total refit plus an extension, but it has been very lucrative. This is the lounge in the bungalow that's totally unrecognisable, I hope, to most of you who've been here before. The total refurbishment has actually increased the value of this bungalow by around about £120,000, and this is due to go out on rental because it's too good. I don't want to actually part with this one, but this one's going to cash flow me about £450 to £480 a month. So, why have we shown you all those clips, and why am I getting so excited about showing you projects that I've completed recently? All those projects, by the way, completed in the last 2 years. The reason is because I'm stood in my next project, and I am more excited when I start a project than ever I am when I finish one. In February 2012, I'm going to give between 6 and 10 of you the opportunity to come and actually complete this refurbishment with me and learn exactly how you go about putting a wreck like this back together again and turning it into a little palace. In the last 12 months, I've made well in excess of £250,000 in profit just from refurbishment alone, refurbishment of properties such as this. You can do what I do, which is project manage refurbishments such as this and take a refurbishment fee. You may not just want to refurbish for clients. In fact, you may not want to refurbish for clients at all. You may have your own portfolio and you want to refurbish your own properties. Again, you do need to know what you're doing before you get yourself into a maze of structural defects and projects incorrectly costed. Or even if you just want to refurbish your own home, this is the sort of course that is really going to give you the tools, the skills and the education that you need to be able to do so successfully. I've already shown you one side of the coin, and the one side of the coin is the amount of money that you can make from refurbishing property, but the other side of the coin is the amount of money that you can actually save by doing it properly. If you're going to make £30,000 on a property, you can either spend £10,000 refurbishing it or 15 or 16. I'll show you how to do it for 8. You'll meet actually on site with me. I will be taking you around to my stockists. You'll be talking to auctioneers, you will be talking to my agents. I will introduce you to all the people in my inner circle that I never let anybody near. I will let you, that special handful of people, near those people that I hold nearest and dearest. and most sacred to my business. And details of how to contact me for further information about how you can actually register to get on this will actually be shown at the end of this clip. This project may be the only one that runs 2012, maybe 2012, 2013, that's going to actually give you the opportunity to do this training. It may not be that I don't want to run as many courses as I would like to run. It's the scarcity of the property. I haven't always got a project such as this that I can share with you. Details of how you can get involved in this project are shown at the end of this clip, and if you are interested, I wouldn't wait around too long. I'd urge you to get in touch with me, and I look forward to talking to you further.
My name is Deep Tor and I'm a partner in an IT networking business based over in London. Going to one of Sue's workshops made me realise the possibilities of what you can do with what Sue calls an ugly duckling and how to turn that into a beautiful swan. So when we attended one of Sue's workshops, it was pretty life-changing really. It made me realise the possibilities of what can be done. And the very next week we went and took on our first refurb project which Sue managed and took care of, and the results have been fantastic. So the impact that Sue had on our refurbishment was massive. Without her, it really wouldn't have happened and the project simply would have fallen apart at the first hurdle. So Sue, on a financial side of things, has been fantastic because not only did she help us save money when we sourced the property by taking another 4K off by finding more faults, but the work that she's done has added another 30k to the value of the property easily. I'd recommend Sue because she's one of the most honest, hard-working, trustworthy people that I've ever truly met. She's been absolutely fantastic in this project and really has dramatically changed our lives and in fact made them a lot easier when it comes to property. We're going to continue working with Sue as long as we can. Sue's been a godsend and in fact has helped us source our next property, a great project, and she's kindly agreed to take that on as a project as well. So here's to working together in the future, Sue.